Welcome to the Mark Attwood Show, Adventures in a Cosmic Suit. How are you doing today? Good, I assume. If you're not, then go out for a walk, put your feet on the ground and stare at the sun. Always helps. Before I start today, don't forget, email address is in the description box. My email list. It's the most important way of staying in touch with my work because I'm always being banned and shadow banned and struck, especially by YouTube. So that'd be great if you could get on there. Now, I got a call about 2 weeks ago from a chap in Israel called Isaac Eden. He said, you have to speak to this woman called Yehudith. And of course, my curiosity was piqued. So here they are. Yehudith Miloe and Isaac Eden.
Hi.
Hello. How are you?
Fine.
Fine, thank you.
Right. So let's start with Isaac because you rang me out of the blue.
Yeah, okay.
You have to speak to Yehudith.
Well, I wanted to give some kind of introduction of what we're doing. We're teaching people, everything begins with the brain energy. If the brain energy is high, then we're safe. We're healthy. We're smiling. We're happy. And if the brain energy is low, then you go through some terrible, all sorts of sicknesses. So what we try to teach the people is how to maintain the brain energy today, because today we have a problem of maintaining the brain energy because we have used everything that's in the air to make energy. How do you say we have recycled everything? We've recycled all the information. We don't have any new information. So just at this time, just for the moment, we have to know how to keep the energy in the brain in order to keep alive until what Yehudith is going to tell us. Okay? But I want people to know what is energy. Energy, when I tell people what is energy, they say it's power, it's force. Well, energy is the ability to do work. Okay? If something has ability to do work, that's energy. So that means petrol has energy because once you combine it with oxygen, there's a burst and it can move things. Electromagnetic energy. Our brain produces electromagnetic energy, okay, based on, I'll let you talk here later. That's what I wanted to say. We want to teach people at the first, how to maintain the brain energy and to keep healthy until we go to evolution and make our brain energy from elsewhere, from one more place in the brain or outside the brain. Okay? So I'll pass it now to Yehudith.
Well,
Okay.
before you do that, when you called me, you said something very interesting about Yehudith that I'd like you to share with everybody, where she comes from.
Oh, she comes from.
Oh my God!
She comes
I
from
didn't want to tell
Italy.
it.
No. She comes from
Serious.
from Sirius B. Okay. Well, she actually doesn't know
Oh,
if
you
Sirius
started
oil
with
B.
the thing that I don't want to start.
Okay,
Yes.
but
I didn't know that.
and she came with information. She was born normally to a normal family. Okay.
Not so normal.
Not so normal. Okay.
Is there any such thing as a normal family?
and she got information via light. Some light entered into her body.
No, I want to tell him
Okay,
how
now she's
how
gonna
it
talk.
started.
Okay.
Okay. When I was born, I was like 2 weeks baby, and I lay on the rug, and suddenly I saw something standing in front of me, and it was like a figure. And I asked myself, as a baby, 2 weeks, I asked myself, who is this figure, me or me is me? And it stuck in my mind. And then I knew that people are not one uniform, they are shared. They have soul and they have body. That's the moment that it started, 2 weeks. And I want to talk in the beginning, how it started, all the knowledge. This knowledge couldn't come from me. It must come from the Creator. And I tell you how it happened. Yes?
Yes, please.
One night I went to sleep. My husband was sleeping already, as usual.
Another husband.
And I turned on off the light and I slept and I closed my eyes. And suddenly I saw a great light and I was angry. I thought my husband turned on the light. And I opened my eyes and then I understand it's dark. My husband is sleeping and it's still dark. I was okay, I did it again. I closed my eyes, great light, and then again I opened my eyes and it's dark. Oh, after an hour that I'm closing my eyes and opening my eyes, I understand this much. Something here is strange.
Definitely.
Definitely. And then I saw a figure after a few hours that closing. Then I stood like this, I slept like this. I couldn't close my eyes. The light was horrible. And then I saw a great figure, light figure, standing in front of me. And it says to me, I heard a voice in my head. It said, I'm the father plan. The father plan is going to die. Now with using the mother's plan. And I didn't know what he said. He said like, father died. And my father didn't die. And I felt like my father died and I started to cry. And my logic brain said, your father didn't die. And then it took few hours. At the end of the night, this light came inside me. And I know that's what happened. The operating system of the humankind is in me. I felt so strange and I had a dream. I fell asleep and I had a dream afterwards. And I don't talk about this dream, very strange dream. And then I knew that I wake up and I knew that I have all the knowledge about the human system, everything. But it took me like 30 years to understand what is it and to share it with others. It's like a diamond. And I have to cut through small pieces, tiny pieces, and talk to them, talk to the people and tell them. And it's amazing because we are living, after a few years, I got it. We are living in the matrix and all the knowledge around us is the matrix and it supports the matrix and people won't get out of it unless we teach them what they have to do stage by stage. And the stages are different than they learned, like 6,000 years. 6,000 years of amazing knowledge in our brain. We believe it because, and it's very interesting because I knew that moment that all the story in the Torah, yes, that have Adam and Eve and all the story, it's just a story. It didn't happen. They planned it in our brain. And we become I feel guilty because I did it with the snake. What did I do? And the women and the men and the power, they gave the power to the men and throw us to earth, yes? And everything was like lie.
Artificial intelligence?
No. And then afterwards, I understand that we have artificial intelligence. We are robots. But we have blood and we have the body and we are sure that we are something very, very, how do you say?
Mature.
Divine, mature. So we are not. And we have to know that although people think that we are, איך אומרים, just a second, I have to translate it from Hebrew to
Okay,
English.
tell me Hebrew.
No, we are Homo sapiens. We are not Homo sapiens. We are Neanderthal, you know?
Neanderthals.
Neanderthal, you know what is it?
Neanderthals.
Neanderthals.
Yes. It's very strange to say it, but it's something between Neanderthal to Homo sapiens. We're in between. We didn't move to the Homo sapiens yet, and we have to go there now. And I had a lot of dreams and a lot of images and a lot of initiation, and during the time, and I teach thousands of people this knowledge, and they change their life. Wow. Okay, so the knowledge. As I said, it calls neuroimmunology. It's a new knowledge about people and how they act and how their operating system acting. Okay. Now we have. Oh, it's so nice, you know. I had a lot of visions, and one of the vision, I was an actress. Yes, it was. And one day we traveled to Dimona in Israel, Dimona, and in the bus, suddenly I saw something strange. I saw light, and the light changed. All the light of the chakra, then white, and then red, and then purple, and all the lights. And out of it came somebody very like prince, like Indian prince. He was sitting in yoga, and he said, he looked at me, and he have case on his back, and he throw like arrows on my chest. And I didn't get what is it. I didn't know what is it. And then when the light gone, I asked all the people in the bus, I asked them, did you see him? See who, they said. So I knew I saw him. I didn't say anything anymore. And when I came back, a book fell from the library in my house, a book that calls Initiation or something. Francois Bruce. You know the book? Urania by Francois Bruce. And he wrote there, and I opened it, and he wrote there about the Messiah, Rama, the Messiah with the blue eyes. He had blue eyes. And then I knew that he's sending me 17 arrows that showed me that now is the 17th time, 17 times the earth destroyed. This is the 18. And if we don't make a change in our mind, we change what we think about the world and straight ahead and go, we won't survive. Frightening a bit. So I said, okay, what can I do what can I do with this knowledge? Okay, we have, because he gave me all the operating system, the creator gave me all the operating system, I know exactly how our brain works. And a lot of time when I read books and they said the scientists don't know about the great questions, yes, like why, and I know everything. They gave me all the knowledge about how the system works. Then I changed it. What I'm doing in my work is changing the way we think about everything, almost everything. Because our thoughts creates our reality, right? And if our thoughts create reality, if I think positive, it will be nice reality, right? I create a nice, a good reality. If I think negative, I create a negative reality. Yes, it's me. We create everything in the world. Everything. There is nothing. You know, people say, God, help me, please. I pray, I pray. We are not praying to God. God has a lot of galaxies. He has to take care of a lot of galaxies. So when we pray to our brain and our soul to make the reality that we want to make. So I don't know how to talk in such a small time and say what I learned in 30 years. And I want very much people to know and understand that they have to change their way of thinking. They have to change, they have to focus on the good in life, not bad in life, because they have to we create energy. You know, our system, our emotional system, the right pole is negative. We have
The supplier.
supplier. We have supplier in our brain, and have
The
negative.
power supplier.
Yes,
The
power
power supplier.
supplier, and negative and positive, right? Like every machine we know, we have negative and positive. So the negative is a program, and the positive is a program, and we program to survive. It means what it means to survive. It means we work on 12 we work on 12 watt, yes, energy. It's nothing. We have to work on like 400 watt, 500 watt, but this system can work only on 12 watt energy, and it just goes like this. You wake up, you eat something, you put your shoes on, and the voltage will finish. And you know why they create it like this? Because we had, on the first 6,000 years, we had to learn to be how to connect people, and we won't connect people if we don't need their energy. So we always want energy from other people. We call it love, we call it money, we call it, it got a lot of names, it has a lot of names. And we all the time, we pull energy from others because our energy cannot come back to us. I send him energy and he send it back to me. I don't have the power to create energy for myself, so I'm dependent on people. And now I can talk.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just thinking this is the fundamental basis of the problem with the human race, and that is codependency. We're
Yes,
Yes, yes.
we're in
Exactly.
codependent
yes,
we're in codependent marriages. We're in codependency with government. We're codependent on media, systems, everything. Yeah.
everything we get energy out of it, but because the negative pole working on 70% of the time, we need a bad energy. Why girls go with bad boys? Because we need the bad energy, because we create the world out of the knowledge that we have. And we have knowledge. It's very interesting because we don't have connection between us. We don't have anything. It's like a trick, you know.
Hmm.
It's like a trick that the creator made, because we think we have connection, we talk to each other, but we talk with ourselves. And when the other take these words and say, she said to me, okay, I start to think, what happened here? Said to me, why did he say to me? Why did he do it? Blah, 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 blah. And then it goes like this, and we think we have connection. We don't connect each other. We don't know how to connect in this pole. And another thing, I take care of people together, the zugot couples always fighting and screaming, and I'm right and you are right and nobody right. The both of them are right. You know why? Because I get information from my mother and father when I was a baby. After from 0 to 12, 12 shut down, the energy shut down, the how do you call it? The system shut down.
The operating system shut
The
down.
operating system shut down, and then I didn't see anybody. I didn't see people emotionally, but I translate them through my knowledge in my brain. It means if my mother said to me when I was a baby, look at this animal, all the animals are monkeys. So I see only monkeys, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see what they have outside, only monkeys. If I know that people, that men are bad, I know this, I see all the bad men in my life because they are not bad. I translate them. So we don't connect with each other. We don't see each other emotionally. And we talk a lot about love. I love him. He loves me. You know, when my husband said to me, "I love you," I said to him, "Good for you." It's right. He's happy, right?
Yeah.
When my
He loves
patient,
himself.
when my patient
I
came
know your
to me
husband. He loves himself all the time.
all the time, when my patient came to me and said, "Oh, I'm so sorry for my husband. He loves me so much. He loves me and he gives me, and I feel so guilty." I said to her, "Good for him. You are the miserable one. He's happy, right?"
Yeah. Correct.
We don't see anything, and we create like relationship, an old relationship. That's what we see. We see as babies until 12 years old. That's what I think we have in front of us, and that's what I attract to
Well,
my
that's
life.
I've been saying this for a long time. It's a program, and it's a pattern, and we impose the pattern on the people, and that's where the unhappiness comes from, because they don't always fit the pattern.
They always don't fit the patterns.
Yeah, exactly.
Because everyone have his pattern, right?
Yeah.
I think that I have to hug my husband every day, like my mother did, and my husband think that cold behavior is a nice behavior, and we never, we never agree about anything anymore. We fight, we shout, we fight, we shout, we shout, we shout. No logic. They scream to prove that we are justice, we have the justice.
It's the emotional brain.
Yeah, the emotional way
Exactly.
on the left side, on the negative pole.
70%.
What?
70% of the information. 70% of the information is in the emotion.
70
Two-thirds.
70% of information that we have in the negative pole is negative. You know, there is
A reason? A reason?
לא תוכנה program.
Okay.
There is a program called BAP. You heard about it?
But
This program, מסנן, this program takes inside only the negative things. Like we hate our parents, we see the terrible things that they do to us. It's just the program did it. It's not the truth. We don't see the good in our parents. They are not blame of what's happening. We blame them all the time, like become 90 years old. Oh, mother did it to me. No, it's not our program built like this. And now, this is the time to finish, to stop the control, of this program. It's like a play. The
Mhm.
program plays with us. You know,
But
I
Judith,
go, I get married. I get married to one man, and then I say, "Oh, it's not good for me. I have to change it. I
recycle.
don't. I'm not. I'm suffering."
You
And
recycle them.
Rega, and then I leave him, and then I marry another man. Okay,
Rinse
and
and
the
repeat. Rinse
program
and repeat.
bring it to me. I didn't pay attention to the fact it's almost the same, and I marry him again. And I
Mhm.
thought, what, why again? Yes, again. It's repetition. It's
Mhm.
like loop.
Yep.
I know the system works, how it works exactly. It's a genius what he did.
Mm.
What the creator did is genius. And
Mhm.
now this is the time that human beings learn everything. They know everything about emotion. They know everything, reading, knowing books, television, everything. Now they have to move to the other pole, the positive pole. And a lot of people think the positive pole is saying, I'm positive. I'm so positive. It's positive. It's not. Bullshit. If you don't understand how the mind works, it's nothing. It's positive, Eating sugar is positive. It's so tasty. But I am diabetic. It's positive or negative? It's negative.
Mhm.
So people have to start learning. One, focus on what good in your life. Somebody said something nice. He said, I heard that the whole family died in a crash. Is it positive? I can think about it positive. Yes or no, Mark? Yes or no?
Yes.
What do you say? No.
Why not?
No. Because
It
it's not
depends.
about
It depends who the
you.
family are, and it depends what they're like. I mean, when my father died, my girlfriend's mother turned around to me
Yeah.
and said, "You won't want to hear this right now, but this will be good for you." And at the time, I wanted to punch her because I didn't understand what she meant. But later on, I understood what she meant. So that's why I answered the way I did.
No, yes. Sometimes you say things positively, but they are not in the right time, the right
Mm,
place, or
mm,
But this, for example, we think not to lose energy. The energy is the most important in the world. We have to create our energy. We are creating our energy. Without energy, you know what happens? You see in the hospital, the one line goes like this.
Beep, 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 beep.
Beep, 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 dead. We die. And we have life, sickness, and a lot of problems and death. I didn't say that death is bad. Okay? So we think not emotional about this crash. We think logic. When I think logically, I don't feel anything because it's a fact, right? And about facts, we don't feel anything. He died. Oh, you know how I have to work. Listen what you say, people saying. Think logic, see the logic. Or sometimes in the emotional way, we have to see the emotional, the plus what we have in our life and focus even a small thing because our brain doesn't see anything. It closes when we become 12. Yes, we don't see anything. You sit inside you, close in a dark cell, dark down, and you hear voice, and you say, oh my god, it's a lion, it's coming to eat me. It's just the TV of the neighbors. Yes, but you translate it as a lion that coming to eat you. And when someone look at you in a way, you said, okay, what do you think?
You
Why are
translate it.
you looking at me like this, insulting me?
That's because we're
We
projecting.
What?
Because we project
Yes,
these,
we project.
these patterns onto them.
We project.
Yes,
We
yes,
project everything. So now we have to leave the way of thinking forever.
I agree.
We have to think other way, in a positive way, emotional positive way. We have to put the focus on the good things in our life because we create the world. You know, sometimes I'm frightened. I heard a woman say on TV, she said, I knew that my son will die in the army. I said, oh my God, oh my God. I knew. She said, Friday, he called me. And then when he called me, I recorded him. Okay? I recorded him. And I said, oh my God, I recorded because I knew tomorrow he will die. And then he died. On Saturday, he died. She created.
Yeah.
We create everything in our mind. What we say, you know, our brain is very sensitive. He hear everything. I say something and he hears me, you know. And sometimes one thing I want to say, one thing. I have a lot of things. Okay, one thing.
You must meet again.
I see. Listen, when you say to yourself, Mark, I have a problem. Oh my God, it's quantum. I have a problem. You go back to the negative pole. And he said, okay, this negative pole have the most amazing cyber in the world, you know, because it takes you back just like this in a few seconds. Don't think I have a problem. Think, what do I have? Don't think what bad in my life, because we think that when we think about the bad things in our life, we can fix them. No, it's like loop, you know.
You're creating them. Yeah.
It's you return on and on the same problem, and you ask yourself, why? Why am I the same problem? Why? What happened? I worked so hard to get what I want to get. You never get what you want unless you changed your way of thinking, because the brain is so alerted. You hear everything. Even you put your head like this, you said, oh, we are sad. You know, it's so funny. People, I heard research. Women do Botox, yes,
Botox,
in the
yeah.
brain.
Yep.
And in the research I read that they become depressed. They pay so much money to do it, yes. And the brain become depressed because he sees that something wrong in the here, wrong, and he works very hard for 3 months to get rid of the problem, and then you have to pay again $9,000 again and again and again. It's amazing. It works amazing. The creator is genius, and what make us, we don't understand what's happening, because this system is working linearly, yes,
Yep.
technique, mechanic, yes, and quantum. In quantum, we don't understand what happened because they count 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, when you step forward, 1, 2, 3. In every step, it's thousands of steps you have, right, from here to here. So we are quantum system. We have the ability to we are on the third. We're working in 2 dimension and 3 dimension. We have to move to the 4th and 5th dimension already. We are not able unless we have the energy to move on.
We need the energy to move on. We need the energy to move on.
He said it again. We have the energy to move on. And people don't know how to create energy.
How do we get it then?
Yes, just it's like soup. The soup, you put water and everything, you have soup. Okay, I give you a few steps. One, even though you don't find something good in what's happening in your life, I give you the first step. Our brain is like, it's chaos. We have chaos because we don't, and it's very important what I'm saying now, because our brain is in chaos. Because you think about this and that and all create. No, stop. As a machine, our brain need seder. How do you say? Our brain needs to know what.
Everything in place.
Who am I?
Everything in place.
What I have, and what I have physically, and what I have inside me. So every one of us have to write down, like it's like writing. Don't move. A lot of people think that emotions is who I am. My emotion is who I am. No, you are Mark. You born in Switzerland, for example. Your mother, father names, brother. Your brother. You live this. You did this. You studied this, and this is you. And this we cannot change. It's facts. But if I take my emotion, I'm sad, I'm miserable, I'm strong, I'm there. It's move. I can change it. If you say I'm very talented, and I say, really, it's enough. No talented anymore. It's not talented anymore. So, write the list. Who I am. 2, what I have. Because the brain, as a machine, have to know what I have to go on. Always we go to the fridge, right? You look at what you have, and then you say, I need this, and that. You don't say what I don't have, right? So when I have, I know how to get more. If you write all what you have have money, you have car, you have that, and you see, look at a page, and then you see something, you say, oh, really? I did get all this. And they always say, wow, she's great, this girl, Oh, yeah. And then 3rd, write down your positive tchunot. How do you say? I'm brave, I'm beautiful, and then when you read it, you feel the energy goes up.
Yep.
Because everything is in order. Everything become in order. But what I don't have, it's horrible. Very important. You talk in a program about איך קוראים לסומה?
Nanosoma.
Nanosoma.
Yeah.
I was so excited to see what's happening there, because it's theory. In my theory, I have the theory that everything is energy, and they bring the energy to the cells and to the brain. Then this is it. Really, this is it. It's everything energy, not chemist. And now they give chemistry, pills. No, we need only energy. But now we must not have, it's not a choice, to learn how create energy in our brain. How not be depending on others. We think that depending on other is love. No, it's not love. She needs your energy, you need her energy, and you call it love. And if you don't give the energy, for example, you didn't remember your wife's birthday, for example, yes? And then all the year you suffer from this, right?
Yeah.
And I say to women, listen to me. Buy all the presents you want for you. And if you give you something, okay. But don't force the people to remember your birthday. Oh my God. Why? We have to change all the way we think about the world until now.
Yep,
You
I've been
know
saying that for years.
what? No.
I've been saying that for years.
Yes, but there is a work. It's a work. I said I can give my theory just like this, fast, but the work is very hard. Why? Because the cyber of the queen negativity pull you back all the
Emotion.
time.
The emotion brain.
The emotional pulls you back.
Hmm.
Please change your way of thinking, because if you think bad, we are connected. We are the same, have the same soul, but different bodies. That's it. If you don't think and you don't change the way towards people and love people inside you, love, unconditional love inside you, not for them, but for you.
Hmm.
If you think love thoughts about others, you create energy for you,
Hmm.
right? So I love everybody.
So do I.
Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, good for you.
I do, and it's natural. It's been a progression because do you know what a petri dish is
Yes.
in biology?
Prejudice.
Petri dish, a dish,
Yeah.
and you have
The frequencies, yes.
and you have
Tibet.
bacteria, one bacteria,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
and then
yes.
you introduce another bacteria, and it goes. The whole thing changes like instantly.
Of course,
So this bacteria is the same as the etheric field. We're all one consciousness, and this whole situation we've been in the last couple of years
yes.
is a test from God to get us through to this point where we realize it's all about how we think and how we emotionally respond. And it's everything you're saying makes complete sense. And it's that's what we need. And you don't need a big percentage of the population to flip it. Would you agree with that?
Yes. It's we have we can change anything in our mind. We don't know it yet because we don't have enough energy to change. But want to tell something. I think and I know that while you working very hard to achieve what you want in life, you most of the time won't get it.
Because you push
You
it
run
away.
up. Yes, with MRI they did. But when you have energy in your brain, you have the field, big electromagnetic field, right? Yes.
Yep.
So you don't have to do anything. You attract them into your house, into your life without movement. And people say to me, "Oh my God, what's happening?" In 2 months, I found the man I want. I live with him now. I'm pregnant. I'm going to get married. I said, so what you want? No, it's stages. It goes slow. No, this come to you. It comes to you. If your electromagnetic field works, you can get anything just like that, even money.
But Yehudith, I must say something. All the time, the people are afraid that they'll have a fallback. They go up and up and up and up and up, and then suddenly they say, "Oh my God, what now? I know I'm going to fall. Let it be easy. I hope the fall will be easy, so I can fall down easily."
Yeah, but they create the fall.
What?
They create the fall.
Of
Yeah,
course.
sure.
Of course. I said, I said I had איך אומרים תנור חם? תנור.
I got all the words.
He forgot everything in English now. Forget.
My
He
mother
saw the
tongue.
TV.
My mother tongue. I forget everything.
Listen.
Eater.
Listen. I was
Eater.
washing a glass. Eater. I was washing a glass, and I said to I'm checking everything. All the time I'm working. I said to myself, "Oh, the glass is so thick. It's dangerous." Just like that, it's broke.
Yep.
It's broke. It's me. You doing your life. Take responsibility about your life. Change your life. Love your life.
But
Love.
I have a question, please.
Yes.
How can you take care? How can you make energy if you don't have to go down and start climbing up again and go down because you're limited here? So you have only 12 watt. You know what I mean? That means,
You
where's the
don't
12 watt
have
there?
to do anything to change the energy.
Okay.
You have to think positive, to look at the good in
And then you continue to
everything
climb
around
up.
us. It's here.
And you
It's
continue to
not
climb
out.
up. You
What
don't
you-
stop somewhere.
Stop.
You have 12 watt of energy. Okay.
You have a lot of energy. You have ability to make a 4,000 watt
Exactly.
energy in your brain. You know what is it? You know, but our body needs energy, chemicals, everything, knowledge. And when we use this positive pole,
Okay.
the energy can go to 4,000 watt. So the body needs a bit of energy, to do the work for the body and makes you strong and healthy. And it takes all the energy that left and create your reality, because you have dreams and you want to make them become true. Yes, right?
Mhm.
The energy pulls the dream, there is it into the third dimension, and then the energy become like a car, Lamborghini, for example. You have a picture of a Lamborghini or Maybach. So now the car become here, and you can go in third dimension. We have to know that it's in our end.
Yep.
Don't think no God, no destiny, no luck is bullshit. Yes, because God doesn't have time. He has a lot of galaxies. I mean, the God. We cannot arrive there. We have to change our life now. This is the time, and I have the feeling that this is the only time, or otherwise we destroy. We talk about the apocalypse. We don't about tsunami. We don't about destroying Earth. Earth going to, we create it. We
Mhm.
create this reality. Stop. Don't talk. Don't talk. Just think. Just
Yeah.
think positive about the
We
Earth.
can live 500 years then?
What?
We can live over 500 years?
What do you mean we can live all the 500 years?
Can I live in this life more than just 100 years? Or whatever?
Of course. You can live forever.
Mhm. I
You
know.
don't die. Because I tell you, everyone, every man, every that works with me, years and years,
Get younger.
younger, and it doesn't become ill. It's
What
not sick.
what happened to Isaac then? I mean,
Oh no, it's not example. Oh, no, push him out. Push him out. Don't show him.
I'm not young. Hey, Mark, I'm not young.
Hey, listen, Isaac is 33 years old. It's opposite, he took the opposite way.
so
It's
I
wonderful.
agree with all of this, and I think it was interesting that you said 17 attempts of destruction so far
Yes.
at the beginning, half an hour
Yes,
ago.
Rama said so.
Yeah, so 17. The 17th letter of the English alphabet is Q. Do you see the significance?
Very good.
Gun, right, son of a-
Do you see the
He
significance of
thought
that?
this, I didn't know anything. I thought there were arrows inside me, 17. And
Mhm.
I read about it. And then the 18 is or destruction or development,
It's that way. It's two timelines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Because if we cannot grow anymore. Okay, we did everything. We we have all the knowledge for the negative pole. We have everything. We have all the knowledge. We cannot grow anymore, so we go back, right? Everything that cannot grow goes back, right? It's physical. And now, if we change the way, we have a new way to live, a new way to think, a new way to create a one, heaven. The
Mhm,
word is heaven. The
mhm,
portal to heaven. That's
mhm.
what we're creating. And I hated the people that people think spiritual. It's not spiritual. It's facts. It's facts. It's not spiritual. We
Well,
have to know.
it is spiritual, but spiritual is a fact.
Listen, I don't. You know what is spiritual? Spiritual is the spirit. We have the spirit, right? The
Mhm.
spirit. We have the body and the spirit. Even though Freud was wrong when he thought that our emotion are the spirit. Yes,
Yeah, well, Freud was a deliberate.
psychology,
Yeah, but he was also he was
nefesh.
also he was a deliberate shepherd, like Marx and like Newton and like Darwin,
Yes,
a shepherd to lead us away from the light.
yes. But Newton and they lead us to a mechanic way of
Yeah, that's
thinking.
what I mean. To lead us away from the light. That's
Even Darwin,
Yes,
by the way.
and we're talking about the quantum way.
Yes.
Even Darwin, by the way. Darwin.
Yes, that way
So-
with the tail,
Yeah,
we
so
had a tail, now and we don't have a tail. Oh my God.
that's all,
Darwin is a nice person.
all bullshit.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
Mhm.
Yes, it's bullshit. It's technology. The woman, the person, people are איך אומרים, the highest technology in the world. And we're talking about singularity. We're
Mhm.
talking about sticking here something with the computer to the computer. We are the computers. We are God.
Yes.
We must know it. We have to stop thinking with fault and blame is guilty and stop. You are God.
Yep.
Create the beauty that God can give us. And God give us only love, unconditional love.
It's the first time she's talking so, how is it?
spiritually. I didn't know.
Up
Nobody
to now,
knows.
we kept everything quiet,
It's okay. It's okay. I can go on.
Yeah, carry on.
I can stop.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I traveled to India, and in India you have another frequency, and I met Rama in Israel. Is the Messiah, the Indian Messiah, Rama. That's what I read with the blue eyes. When I get to the room of the hotel, suddenly I felt, oh my God, I couldn't move. An energy came from up and flow all over my body, and I felt that oh my God, I can't breathe because it's love, unconditional love, energy, and it go through me, and I couldn't. I said, God, leave me. I started to cry, and I understand then everything about unconditional love.
Mhm.
But I think God punished me. I mean, our God in serious. And I didn't give it again to me, but I create our machine that makes love is heart, is our not brain, never my brain.
Mhm.
Your brain yes, heart. Your brain create the conditional love.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't know what's unconditional love. It's amazing. It's something, and people so afraid to fly,
I'm
so
not.
afraid to go up. They have the ability. Don't do it now. Don't fly now. People have the ability to do everything, but their brain and their knowledge stop them from
Yep.
being.
Yeah. The brain gets in the way.
Yes, only you, only you.
Mhm.
Only you. You get it?
Only
You are
you.
my destiny. You are my destiny.
Oh, you're great. Maybe you'll be
No
the
destiny, no
singer on
destiny.
the stage and in Broadway.
So, Judith,
Yes.
have you experienced higher dimensions?
5 or 4?
Both.
Yeah, okay. Listen, I say something, it sounds strange and spiritual, and I don't like it.
Don't
I,
worry.
I, I
You're in the
say
right place. You're in the right place.
every night when I was like 12 until I was a long years, every night I was flying in the sky and help people to move into the tunnel, to move to other dimension.
When they die.
Other dimension, I want to tell you fifth dimension. Don't stop me because I forget everything. Okay. Fifth dimension, I always get out of my body. I'm able to get out of, and I enjoy it. I go to London just like this without ticket, without anything. But nobody sees me, and I can sit everywhere. And fifth dimension. Fifth dimension is where the soul, the spirit, our soul lives. Every night, our soul go to the fifth dimension and create life for her there when she go permanently. Yes, I see the fifth dimension. But in the fifth dimension, there is only no bad, no good. Why? Because the good and the bad is our brain. There is no bad or good in the fifth. There is unconditional love. And the fifth dimension, everybody there creates what he wants in life, just like this. And
Mhm.
he think and it become true. No, there is no something like our brain that stop them. I can see the fifth dimension. I mean, I can tell somebody, say, a woman asked me, "Oh, tell me, please, what about my boy? He died from cancer. He was 40 years old." And I said, "Okay." And I look inside and I saw him and I don't know anything about him. I told her, "Isn't the sea? He loved the sea." She said, "Yes, he loved the sea so much. It was his life. He's in the sea. I see children around him and boats." And she said, "Oh my God, yes." He always teach children with boats to, to move in the, and that's what he's doing now, but without worrying about money. Enjoy it. He lives like that. It's our, sometimes we don't go to the fifth dimension. We die and we go to the fifth dimension, and we create our world in the fifth dimension, even though in the fifth dimension, sometimes you get from the other reincarnation, knowledge from the other reincarnation, and you come back reincarnated. And one of the thing that I do is regression. Regression. I take them back and clear the knowledge from their brain, from their system, and it's great. They feel great because we come with a lot of knowledge, not tabula rasa, We come with a lot of knowledge, and this knowledge is the first knowledge. The last knowledge that we come with is the first knowledge. Through it, we see the world.
Yeah.
And the fifth dimension is a wonderful place.
Yes.
But the metrics, they frightened us. I always ask, why when someone died, yes, why they write it in black, black, right? Oh, the poor in black. No, write it in pink, in green. When I was 3 years old, my neighbor died. He was like 40 years old, and my mother, and they go around him, the people
Mhm.
go around. And my mother holds me like this, and we go around, and I said, Mommy, why are you crying? She said, he died. I said, no. This Ini is waiting. He's standing here behind his corpse. He's here. I said, oh my God, she's crazy. I take her from here. She said, yeah, we don't die. We never die.
I know we don't.
Energy.
Do you think
Don't be afraid. Never be afraid, Rabotai. Never be Rabotai. Never be afraid. There is no death. It's like, sometimes your computer finished. Finished. So what do you do with the body? You throw it and you get another computer. All the knowledge in the computer, the internet, and all the knowledge comes through the other computer. That's how we're doing. That's what happened with us. So
Well,
it's nothing.
I have a question.
Yeah, one?
I have a question about
Yes.
reincarnation. Firstly,
Yeah.
so my understanding is that reincarnation was a machine that was part of the trap to keep the souls
Yeah.
recycled
Yes, it's a trap.
on this place. But that
Yes.
machine has now been dismantled, and there's not going to be any more reincarnation. And
Yes.
that we as a race are ascending to 5D and beyond. But
Yes.
but for the first time ever, we're going to keep these bodies and these identities and live a lot longer. Do you agree with that?
Yes. The reincarnation, it means the reincarnation takes us back to the problems of the negative pole. But if we go straight ahead, we have, part of the matrix. Part of the matrix that collect us and put us in a place that reincarnated all the knowledge comes inside us. And then we're doing again and again what we used to do for 6,000 years.
Yeah.
No, we are not afraid. We have to enjoy. One day it was strange. Can I tell you?
Yes, please.
Yeah. I hate the newspapers usually because they wrote about me terrible things. I mean, they cut the knowledge. They took the sentences, cut them from here and there. They live like this, and she's crazy. When 1973, a war in Israel, I was waiting for a bus. And suddenly I heard the bus stop, and a lot of people were waiting. And I climbed into the bus, and suddenly I understand that something wrong with me. I mean, what's wrong? Usually, I don't look at anybody. I just go to the seat, to the seat. I sit like this and get off. And this time, I saw everything very clear, like crystal. I saw what you were and what the people who were sitting beside me, what this woman doing, what everything was okay. And I said, and I asked the woman beside me, what's the time now? She said 12. And I saw a woman, an old woman, sitting behind me with a big bag with vegetables. And when we arrived to the station, and I get off the bus, and the old woman asked me, can you help me? I said, of course, I take it, I help you. And I took her home. And suddenly I heard a bus coming. I didn't get on the bus. The bus just came now. And everything that happened didn't happen. And I climbed on the bus and then look around me, and I saw all the people that I saw before. And I knew everything what gonna happen. And I said, and the woman gonna say, may I ask her? And she's there, and she asked me to help her. And it was like, like a robot. I felt like robot, like my soul is not in. And I get home, and I open the door, and almost couldn't open, lie on the floor, and then put my hands like this and fly in the sky. And it was amazing. The sound, the music, the feeling. And I said to myself, oh my God, it's so good. I want to go on. And I heard voice, a man voice, always man voice. He said to me, oh, eh, you didn't you don't know what love is. I said, of course I know. I had a boyfriend. I know. I want to go on. He said, no. And somebody pushed me. And while I'm sleeping and looking from above to my body, I said, it's like, garbage. The jeans and the t-shirt, nothing. I have nothing to. And from up there, I saw somebody entering the house. He opened the door like he opened the door. I saw everything without any doors. Yes. He opened the door, looked at me. He thought I'm sleeping, and he closed the door and went out. I mean, it was the most amazing experience that I have. And, I never been afraid from death. And this was, wow, it's going to have fun. And I enjoy it so much. Don't be afraid. Don't, never be afraid. It's so good because the body is nothing. When you leave it, you are not there anymore,
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy.
So you
So
don't have to do physical training, and
What?
you don't have to do physical training and go to the
No.
no
No.
no walking, no training, no.
We are dying every day, We
What
are
is
dying
that?
while we're sleeping. We more than 10% death.
I'm living every day.
What?
I'm,
Meeting
I'm,
everybody.
I'm
Yes,
not dying
living.
every day. I'm living every day.
He's living every day. Living. He's living every day.
Yes. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. Who built the Matrix?
What?
Who
Matrix.
built the Matrix?
Prejudice?
No, who
Matrix.
built the Matrix?
The Matrix.
A matrix, yes. What do you
Yeah.
want about it?
Who built it?
The creators. Our creators. Actually, now listen. It's not one creator. There is a lot of creators, and every creator build the person, but they agree about the metrics. If you see Chinese, their eyes like this. You see Japanese, their eyes like this. You see red, they are red. The other yellow, the other cockney, white. Every one of the creator creates another system. I don't want to say it, but I always say what I don't want to say. The system
Tell me about that.
of the people, of the Jewish people from Israel,
No, don't say it. Oh my God.
even though I don't like them, they have the most, the genetic, the ability to to go up more than others. They are not nice people, and it's not connected. So we are in Israel, have to change the world. It means us, because if we keep on fighting and doing bad things, nothing good will happen to the world. And the creator, every creator loves his babies. We are their babies. I want to tell you something that I don't want to tell anybody. Listen,
Don't be,
I want to tell you something.
don't believe it.
Everybody, every night, I have someone inside my bed that keep eye on me. Every night, another one frightening. One is frightening, more frightening than the other. Okay, yes, they are frightening. They are not from our planet. Because one day in 1978, reptilians try to kill me.
That was my next question.
What? Yeah.
Hmm.
What's your next question? They try to kill me. Yes.
About the reptilians.
Yes. The reptilian. I don't know. I know a lot of about them, but this night was. It just pulled me into the veranda, into the porch. I went out with a like a, laser light.
Magnetic lens.
It pulled me,
Yeah.
and I almost fell from my
Right.
house down 3 floors. And suddenly I wake up, and I don't know what woke me up. Like I said in Hebrew, Shema Israel. And I woke up and I saw him. It was frightening. It was standing. It was like 4 meters, 5 meters, like a lizard, human lizard,
Yep.
and all his body green and his one eye red, and it almost killed me. And I knew, and I had a dream afterwards, and it almost killed me. So now listen, the lizards were before us on Earth, and they wanted for a long time to control us and to take back their place, the beautiful place. The lizard, we have, the humankind have the, איך אומרים, המוח הזוחל.
The worm.
The
Like a
worm,
The worm brain.
we have the worm brain, right?
The lizard
Part
brain.
of us. Yeah,
Mhm.
the worm, the
Like
animal brain.
Like a caterpillar.
Yeah.
They did a lot of ניסויים. They did a lot of things.
Trials, a lot of trials.
They did a lot of they did a lot of horrible things through the time. They are living on our planet. It's not outside. We have seven planets under us, and they all live in our planet, down, 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 and every one of them have a sun, and they want to control us, and they're controlling us. Still now they're controlling the humankind and trying to take the earth, trying to take earth from us, but it won't happen anymore. It won't. No, it won't. They're finished, almost finished, but they are still there.
They know how to
They
replicate,
have
by the
a
way.
lot. They have a lot of power. They have the technology to change how they look. They can look like a human.
Mm-hmm.
They look like human. They can look like they change it. You know, in the morning you wake up and you find the reptilian in your bed. It says, "Well, where's my wife? She was reptilian." They change. They can. They have the ability to change. They're trying. They're still trying, and I'm worried about Earth. I'm worried, and I want very much to do the best I can for Earth, to save Earth. Since I was a baby, I thought
Me
this.
too. Me too.
Yeah, I love you.
What about the Palladians, by the way? The Palladians.
No, I don't like the Palentians. I don't. Yeah, I have a problem with them. Don't talk about them.
I had a dream about them last night, and
What?
I
Last night?
Mm.
What did you dream?
I had a yeah. I've always had an issue with them.
What was it?
No,
Tell me.
I'm just saying I've always had an issue with them.
Don't believe them.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
You know, they lying.
Mm.
They are not true.
I know, and that's what I've learned.
They pretending they are with us. They are not.
So, can I ask you a
Okay,
question?
we discussing something very strange, you know.
Well,
but I'm from serious, and I know they are not with us. They tricky. They bluffing us.
I understood this a while ago. I understood that what we're dealing with is many factions
Yes.
that have different objectives.
The yes.
Not just the Pleiadians, but Arcturians and
yes, they have
etc. etc.
yes, few but
Different-
I don't know. I don't know. Actually, we are we're so innocent. We believe everybody that says something. We have to trust ourselves.
Well, that's what it's all about. It's all about your connection.
Yes, yes. They don't. They are very dangerous because they imitate. They pretending they are our friends. They are not. They are not. A lot of we have a lot of friends, but not them. I
So,
saw them. I saw them. They know. They know. I don't like them.
so
And
what? Who are our friends?
um, uh, listen, it's very wide. I mean, all this scream. Friends, all the creators of the humankind are our friends. They want us to develop ourselves. They put us on earth. They want us to go on and on. It's like
Did
Nisui.
we did we choose to be here?
Yes.
Yeah. So when you say they
I
put us on
mean,
Earth,
I mean, what you listen. Yes, I know that I choose to be here. I'm sorry now for this, decision because I. Oh, it's not a simple place here. When a lot of work we have and a lot of, people don't get what we say, and sometimes we
hard
we
work.
sound
That's
like
horrible.
weirdos, but
That's
we are
horrible.
not. And now it comes, everything comes up because we're gonna see now all what's happening. It's a great. It's the Indians have the creator. Everybody have his creator, and all we are babies of this creator. They want us to develop to the first, fourth, and fifth, and sixth, and 11. Our ability is 11 dimensions, and but the others, there is a fight, and it's not God. God, I mean, is not connected to this. God, always I tell to my children, God sent only love. He doesn't punish. And apropos, the Vatican and the religious and the way the religious, turns God, they are becoming I represent God. They are representing nothing. They are doing for themselves. They care about themselves. And I think this is the end of the religious. We are going to have knowledge. And the knowledge we change in Hebrew, that is religious. That is with knowledge.
Mhm.
And all the words will come to one, become one. 7 words we have under us. We see everything. And my father, my grandfather, grandfather, and grandfather before him, they are from the Kabbalah rabbi, Kabbalah, you know. And he said, when we get to this time, no religious anymore. No, we know the truth. There is no religion, even though they pray and there's that no religious anymore. And he said, when did we get to my grandfather? When we get to these times, good for the person that lived to see it, and horrible for the person who lived to see it because it's yes, it's chaos. Something changes, like like
But
Earth
now it's chaos.
changes.
Now it's time, right?
180% changed. All we know, all we studied about life and emotions, and then I will collapse,
So
and a new world will rise.
these
And I'm waiting for this new world to
these
rise.
seven these seven worlds beneath us,
Yes.
they're all going to merge into one.
Of what?
Merge
Are,
into one.
To Earth.
Yeah.
are they all going to merge into one?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And that's what's going to 5D. The whole Earth.
It's the way to 5D.
Okay.
It's the way to 5D because why? Because we understand that we are not talking about something like God we don't see, you know, impressioning. You know, we're talking about something we learn who we are.
Mm-hmm.
We learn our forces. We learn that God is inside us. And very important to know, when we share the spirit, our spirit, with 10 million people all over the world, we are one. Our spirit is one. We just, you know, the body separates us from each other. And when I think something bad, I affect 10 million people.
Yep.
So it's horrible. I don't. We have to take responsibility for what happened to Earth now.
Yep.
And this is the right time to change, Mark.
Yep.
And you know it.
Yep. I do.
Yes, you know, we know it. But you know, the people as like איך אומרים קישור? They have to open themselves because they are in danger. We are in danger. I don't care about that danger because I know everything.
No, it's the first time we are here together talking about all this. It's open now, okay?
We are in danger. The humankind is in danger.
But I'm not afraid anymore. From now on, from today.
You don't afraid of what?
Of what's going to happen. So,
of course not. We enjoy what's going to happen. Everything is okay. You know, in all the world, I say not a nice word. All the shit goes up. And then it will blow like this.
It will hit the fan.
And only the truth
when the shit hits the fan.
Clear and clean will left. So don't worry about what's happening. They help us. They help us. The angel, all the creators, they help us. I know they hate me that I say creators, and it's okay. I don't care. You know, it's this problem, their problem. You cut it from the. You eat it.
So to summarize, we are.
You have something in your throat. You have a problem, right?
You have.
Yeah, you have.
I have a little frog in my throat.
The other side, yes, something there. You have to take care of it.
I am.
Good. Okay.
I am. Yeah. So in summary,
that's Yehudith.
What?
Sorry? That's Yehudith. Okay. About your throat.
No, don't worry. I'm going to live for a very long time. I'm immortal anyway, so who cares?
You're okay.
Yeah. So in summary, we're in a dangerous-looking situation, but we have to take control of our emotional response. We have to use our logical brain, and we have to think positive thoughts.
Right.
And every time we do that, we affect millions of people because we're one consciousness. Our creator is here waiting for us to understand this so that we can move through this, which is going to be an ascension with all the 7 worlds coming together as one and going to 5D and having an amazing future whilst we retain our identities and our bodies. And it's going to be happy days.
Happy day.
Happy day.
Happiest.
Okay. Great. Well, my time's up for this talk, but that was a fascinating conversation. Thank you very much.
When will we see it on live?
God bless you.
God bless you.
Mark, when do we see it on live?
Well, I'm still on a ban on YouTube, so I'll probably put it up tomorrow on Tuesday. The 7th of March.
You're editing it, right?
Nope.
No.
Oh my God, it's just like this. Oh shit. Oh, I trust you. I trust you, Mark. I trust you.
Yeah.
I know. You know, I know that you are the right person. I know that something in you is different. Yeah. I think you came from it came from another planet that I think is one of the best planets for Earth.
Which one?
When he was a child, he started this, right? He felt like he always was different, right? You felt different, yes.
Mhm.
You different, nice. Me different, crazy. I was crazy.
I'm the only
Yeah.
normal guy here.
I've been called crazy many
Matthew,
times.
I don't know, but there is kind of I
Innocence.
don't want no
Innocent?
Venus. I don't know why I say this.
Venus. Venus.
Venus. Yes,
Mhm.
you came from Venus.
Mhm.
Part of you is Venus,
Mhm.
and a part of you went out already, left, and another new
Wow.
came, and yeah, now it's like again upgrading you. You are upgrading now.
Mhm.
In upgrading, it's another kind. I can see it inside, and you have to you do the work you have to do.
Yep.
This is your work. This
It
is
is.
the truth. This is your work. And until people, uh, some of the people you have to, surgeon brain in order to understand what we're saying. Oh, terrible.
They'll
But
get there. They'll get there, and we'll see. We'll see how people respond, and then maybe we'll get you back, and we'll do live Q&As and stuff like that.
a lot of love to everybody, first to me, and then to everybody in the world. We
First,
love them, light and love.
fantastic.
Bye, Mark.
Thank you.
I enjoy.
Thank you too.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.